Yo, chatty chatters! Welcome back, everybody. Good to see you all here for our first look at a big O new DLC for City Skylines 2. Love myself some City Skylines, and I don't mind the second game too much either. I've really enjoyed playing it since day one, but let's take a look at what's new for this DLC. First of all, I think there's been probably some updates, 2-3 updates to the game since we last played, I'm sure. And we're going to take a look at the new Bridges and Ports DLC. Now, this apparently allows us to build our own ports, like in kind of like how it was in the first game's airport DLC, where you could kind of build things modularly and customize that. Well, this one's kind of the same. So there's a ton of new bridges for the game. They put in there like drawbridges, lift bridges, and like pedestrian and vehicle bridges, as well as combo bridges too, that allow you to have train and like car on there. You know, the decks below will have, well, actually this is cool too. You can see there's a bridge here with a highway going one way on top and probably the other on the bottom. And then also there could be trains and things there too. So that's pretty sweet. But also a new resource, oil, that could be gathered from sea. So like, you know, oil, offshore oil platforms, and then also fishing is back, like from the Sunset Harbor DLC from the first game. So much more of a reason to industrialize, much more of a reason to build frickin' trains, which I love, lighthouses. They've also done some more things with parks and a few other things. There's some, if you fire up the game, there's some patch notes on it, which is new, but we might not be able to see everything that's new today, so let's watch a couple of quick videos and then jump into the game. Oh, also, there's 5 new maps too. I took a peek at them. There's 2 of them that I really like, really. I'm going to have a little bit of a tough time deciding. But let's watch a couple of quick videos here, and then we'll jump into playing the game.
Beautiful.
Actually, wait, I want to see if there's just a quick breakdown. Because that one's just kind of showing everything that's there. This one I want to see. There we go. This is what I want. So yeah, there's your lift bridges. Oh. And I'm sure they've added new vehicles to the game too, like new models for ships and oil tankers and things like that. This got me very excited because today we also got some news on Transport Fever 3. And one of the things that I've been wanting to do in Transport Fever 3 is what you see here, like building big ports and having, you know, more like larger, not necessarily vehicle networks, but like larger, you know, ports and things like that. So hopefully we can, yeah, plop, connect that way. All right, so one of the things that I know that's new too is fish farming is new. Over here they showed like they showed fishing, but we can also fish farm on the on like the land. So you can actually generate fish at, you know, from fishing and also coming on back to sea and building them on the shore or on the land. Cool. All right. Well, that's today. This DLC is $20, by the way. And I don't know if it comes with any new soundtracks, but they did have a separate DLC you could buy for music called Cold something or other. But anyway, I did do a video earlier on the channel of kind of breaking down they had various different videos showing all the things that were new in a little bit more depth. There was like one on ports and one on bridges. So it's kind of like 2 DLCs in one, I guess. But we'll see. Anyway, I really hope this DLC succeeds because I really want this game to be good. Like I don't wish it ill will. I want it to be a game that is getting better and has gotten better, and I want it to be like the No Man's Sky of city builders where everyone was at the beginning, but hopefully it's much better now. Okay, let's go ahead and jump in. City Skylines 2, I've already got it fired up. I've also downloaded the Dutch pack too. So we've got there's a regional pack that you can get for free, the Dutch pack. And that came out a little bit ago too. And I think bikes and other things like that are coming very soon too. It's in the list of things to TBD. Okay, anyway, let me just check something here. All right, we're good. Okay, let's start ourselves a brand new game in a brand new map. Easy mode or normal mode? Let's do, I like normal mode. I'm going to play on normal mode. And here are the new maps. Driftwood Reach, which is a nice layout. Looks like a long river into a bay. That's kind of cool. Looks like it's a European themed map. Lakeside Harbor in North America. And I believe all these maps do have fish and oil as well, which are kind of the newer resources. I think you could get oil before, but we're talking about offshore. Oil rigs are kind of new. Ribbon Lakes, that looks nice too. It looks like Ribbon Isles. Looks like yeah, an archipelago. Sanctuary Bay, European theme again, and looks like negative 15 degrees. Ooh, Sanctuary Bay might be where we go. I could see I'm going to build like maybe a port here or something like that. We'll have to see where we actually start. And then there's Verdant Vale, North American theme, between 8 and 30 degrees Celsius there. So there's your 5 new maps, but there's also a ton of them available in the mod section of the game too. I mean, there's lots of mods for this game. Let's see. So I'm thinking Driftwood Reach or Sanctuary Bay. And honestly, because we have... oh, there's also pedestrian bridges that are new too. So I think I want to try to use the new key system a little bit more too. So let's go to Sanctuary Bay. We'll get started there. And so let's do a breakdown of what's here then. So it's a European map, negative 15 to 26 degrees Celsius, Northern Hemisphere. 43% buildable area, access to highways, buses, ship connection, aircraft, and electricity. There's 173 square kilometers of natural resources for fertile land, 207 for trees, 111 for, I think that's ore. Then 107 for oil and 126 for fish. And it does require the Harbors DLC. Okay, let's begin. Let's see, Macville, game mode normal. Yeah, I'm gonna leave everything as it is, and we'll name the city later. We can always change the name. Where's the offshore ore? Well, there's offshore oil, and I guess we'll be able to find that via the overlay. But here we are. Oh, and this is exactly where I was hoping to start too, right there. Beautiful. That's where I was hoping to put a port. Excellent, excellent. Let's see. Can we actually see that via overlay? Event journal. I'll move around a little bit so you guys can see the money and stuff. Let me hop up here. And we'll put the chatty chatters over there. Nice. Getting real chill now. This map does kind of feel like a lake, yeah. Like these areas here feel like a lake. But obviously we have an ocean connection too, and I see airplanes up there too. Oh, and there's the castle. Mandatory start. There it is. I love the... Oh man, they made this map for me. They did. Although we can't move the castle anymore, can we? Anyway, so there's a castle there at the end of the at the end of the peninsula. Looking real pretty. It'll be interesting to build a key there. I'm also I want a lot more narrow canals though. And it didn't look like any of the maps provided that. That might be one of the new bridges. Oh, it is, yep. So you can see the rail line connecting to the bottom of the bridge. That's cool. Can you move it once you own the tile? Maybe. I think before I was able to move stuff that were outside our tiles, I thought. But anyway, all right, well, that's cool and all. So we do need to make a more industrialized city. And I'm trying to think, like, do I want to build like some piers and things like that already, you know? Oh, we're building high up. That's actually a little bit of a... I didn't realize that's a little bit of a ways down to the ocean there. A little bit of a drop off. All right, well, that's interesting. Very pretty map. We can explore them all, but I want to at least get started. And, you know, if this city is okay and all, we can always come back and build somewhere else if we're not really fully feeling it. 2-lane suspension bridge. Ooh. That's an interesting looking bridge. Well, there's a 2-lane drawbridge, I believe that is. Nice. That'll be interesting going to one of the castles. All right, let's get started then. We got electricity coming into the town. Pedestrian streets. This is definitely something I want to use a lot more. Let's try to keep our buildings maybe a 4 by. I'm going to try to start here with a couple of alleyways. This will be eventually medium density. And let's do a pedestrian street too. Go 200 meters there. Okay, let's plop down some residential. And we'll go with the Dutch. The Dutch are kind of a newer regional pack. Dutch style single household house with a gable roof. Dutch style with a gambrel roof. Okay, wow. So there, you can specify via roof. Let's see. How far until that actually... Wait, how do we see contours? There we go. Okay. That'll help out a little bit. Try to build here. There we go. Oh, I made that a pedestrian path. We'll want to make that a small... Oh, you can make small pedestrian streets too. Almost more like alleyways. Well, if we were to make this kind of more of a fishing town, that'd be kind of cool. All right, I like that. They've added some nice roads to this. Oh, what's this? Oh, you can actually have a key with a road already built on it. Well, that's nice for building a pier. That's kind of cool. Oh, nice. Yeah, so you got a pier with a road already built on it. Really nice. That'll be perfect for along the shoreline too, because that's already built in and you don't have to like flush it up next to it. That's really good. That's what I'm looking for. All right. Yeah, the port we'll have to find out in the future where we want that to go. We'll have to try to maybe build out that way to go to those islands over there. Something like that. I also really was hoping to see a map that was kind of more like... well, actually, there was a map that had like a lot of tiny islands and a lot of little waterways between it. I forget the name of that one was, but it was kind of towards the bottom. It looked neat. All right, what else do we have? 4-lane roads. Medium key with 2-lane road. Oh, and there's different styles. Okay. Wooden covered bridge, right? Oh, wow. That's really neat that they built the keys into that. That's cool. Actually, let's do this. We'll just do 2 turns here. Okay, and then... one lane, one-way road. One-way alley. Feel like these could link up a little bit better, but it's all good for now. That's much more than 4 up there too, but that's okay, I think. I like going with the narrow alleyways and stuff. That's very cool. Bring that back to a road there. All right, 2-lane road. Stop that right there before we go downhill. Before it all goes downhill from here. That's off a little bit. Nice. Can we pop in some roundabouts here instead? That's kind of nice. We got some options here. Seems more Dutch style, I suppose. Okay, let's start plopping down those houses. We'll go with the gable roof, I guess. All right, now what about Dutch businesses? Do we have that? No, we have Eastern European low density, though. All right, let's try to go with that. Mix things up a little bit. Okay, we do need a substation, don't we? Oh, there's a Dutch substation. Whoa, those lines go real low. Whoa. Well, we'll leave it like that for now. All right, let's pop in a water tower. That is definitely an American style water tower, 100%. I think I've seen like 1,000 of those. That's crazy. Eastern European, French. Oh, there is a Dutch one. Thin brick water tower inspired by 1920s Dutch architecture. Well, let's build that over here too then. Okay, so we got water, power, and then we need sewage. Sewage outlet. I'm assuming the water is probably flowing that way, yeah. Well, we'll try it over here.
Hip-hop grand, you listening to the smooth beat.
Warm temperatures across the region today. Hope everybody out there has a good one.
Give it like an hour and this music will be, I'll be done with this music. Then we'll go straight to SimCity 3000. Okay, so we got a sewage outlet. We've got water, power. All right, let's get started. Let's get started. Game Pass is so down that even the Xbox status website won't load. Really? Damn. Oh, that Dutch water tower looks nice. Looks almost more like a farm silo. Nice detail. It's even got like a light on it for aircraft. Cool. Okay, let's build another 2-lane road. Actually, let's keep building these alleyways this way. Looking nice. Gotta do industrial too. Also, we need trains, but from what I can remember, trains are like, if you're gonna build like a train depot, you almost need like a whole tile just to kind of get the train like station and depots and stuff down. A whole tile. I mean, like this tile, like a whole starting tile, which is crazy. Yeah, maybe Game Pass is down in certain spots. I don't know. EU low density waterfront business. Ooh. Waterfront business. That'll be interesting. Construction begins. Timberborn DLC. This? With piers and bridges and ports? Wait, 1.0 update. Do you mean Timberborn fully released? I thought that game was out like years ago. 1.0. Is that a today thing? Yeah, that's nice. Oh, it's looking good. Okay, I want to try to put down some waterfront businesses and see what they look like. These aren't necessarily, you know, I'm assuming waterfront really means close to the water, but I think we're close enough. What about factories? Is there any port industrial? Nah, there's just industrial. Specialized industry, though. We could go down that Earl. Oh, we could already do inland fishing farms. Oh, nice. We can already start with fishing. Easy day one. Yeah, we should start with a little fishing town. That'd be cool. There we are. Wait a minute. Ugh, unacceptable. There we go. Better. Wow, there's our little Dutch houses. That is Dutch for sure. The unique specialized fishery building is quite good. It is very neat, yeah. Macville, more like Mackerelville. Oh, that's a good one. Not to be confused with Macklemore. In that thrift shop song. Remember? You remember. Can we make small little roundabouts here? Oh, we can even there. Well, I'll leave those as intersections. Well, we should get started with fishing. Can we actually build like a fishing like dock? Offshore oil drilling, ore mining. Fishing and open water fish farming. We have to be a grand village to be able to do that. You think fishing, you should be able to do that right from the beginning. Get a boat and a dock and send a guy out. As we're inland fish farming sounds a little more, you know, seems like it's going to take a little bit more equipment than getting a boat and a net and a guy. You know, I'm assuming this is modular or something too. Well, we should start with a little industrial area then. For Elmox's favorite thing, fish. All right, I'm going to do fish farm here then to see what it looks like and how it works and all that stuff. So this is new. Let's plop that down. Plop. Oh, we can dedicate land to it. Okay. So then let's do... How do I adjust that? Oh, that can have upgrades. Cold storage. Oh, medium, small, medium, and large cold storage. Okay. And then I can adjust that here. Can I grab that there and pull it? Okay, yeah. All right, nice. We'll make that like that whole tile there. Let's see. Area size, 200 meters. I'll try to go maybe 250. 271. Okay, that's good. That's fine. And those are upgrades. I think we'll leave it alone for now. So does that mean they're going to put like little fish farms in there? Level 1. I guess it'll take time to grow. Trust the Morton's fishermen, yeah. So we'll put that down as a placeholder then. A fish on a stick. 70 Valley Lane. Do a little manufacturing over here too. Pollution goes down that way. Oh, and there's a water table there. Yeah, harbor hype. Yeah. Well, we're working on it. Seeing what we can do. All right, let's put some industrial in there. Kind of nice already so far. You love that it shows how much profit it makes now. Oh, does it? Oh yeah, income and costs. It's not making anything yet, but it looks like it is growing. I see that it is leveling up a little bit. Oh, efficiency 27%. Okay, it's probably got to go up a bit. Not enough employees, right? So the town just needs to grow. The town must grow. Let's do the gambrel roof. Gambro.
Naughty Nan here. Remember, folks, the older you are, the more you can get away with. I just got a letter from one of our listeners, Tommy G.
Developers, please let there be a music only. No more jokes, no more grandma. No, you know, when I turn off the ads thing, also turn off the radio show host now. Now that I could only stand about 40 minutes of that, and that's about it. And now it's time to go over to SimCity 3000's soundtrack. There we go. Okay. That's better. Go Dutch, go. Bum, bum. All right, let's get to it. Keep building. I want to see what the waterfront businesses look like. Okay, industrial's going up. Hopefully that continues through at a 90. I feel like I'm building a lot smaller than I normally would. Like this whole thing would have been filled up by now. But because of playing town to city and like farthest frontier and stuff recently, I really want to even more than ever like fill in all the space and not like expanding is good and all. But, you know, when there's like big spaces between skyscrapers and stuff, tall buildings and dense urban areas only look good when it's dense. Oh, there we go. There goes the fish farming. We're making 7,000 a month off that. Nice. All right, good job. I'm assuming there'll be a lot more buildings added to that over time. Oh, look at that. Leisure piers too. Wide solid concrete leisure piers. Nice. A lot of stuff we can build out in the water. It's just like for people to go out and look at. I want to build a nice, you know, I want to build a beautiful canal city with ferries and stuff, but we'll get there. It's all about getting there. It's all about the journey. Hey, we're now a tiny village. Good. Oh, we've unlocked a lot of pubs. No surprise there. Oh, nice stuff. The Heath Pub. Yeah, that looks nice. I think that'll fit in nicely with the Dutch buildings here. That also could fit with maybe some of the German buildings too that have that two-door upper section going for it. Nice. Okay, now I need pedestrian paths to block this off. We still need to be able... There needs to be tools to restrict where building zones can be. We still need more tools for that. All right, let's build there. Good to see all the construction cranes in town, though. Town's growing nicely. This pleases me. Gotta have more row-looking houses here. All right, looking real nice. Boom, 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 boom. I wonder how they decide what music to have for a game. Yeah, I know with the Sim City games and whatnot, it was kind of just like the, you know, you get people's preferences who are like part of the lead dev team or whatnot, and then they contact somebody and there you go. It was kind of like that with The Sims as well, where they just try to get famous jazz and whomever to come on in. Pretty neat. Well, that's looking nice. So these are like row houses, but just with a little more, yeah. Certainly seems to fit a fishing village for sure. Let me add a parking area there. Oh, do they have a Dutch clinic? Oh, I bet they do. Netherlands small medical clinic. How small? Ooh, really small. Ooh, almost. Okay, if that actually, if I flip the parking lot to the other side, we could put a medical clinic in there. That'd be cool. Is there a way to have that on the other side? Well, look at that. Complete with the green ambulance too, although they spelt it backwards. God, these devs, can you believe this? They put ambulance backwards on the ambulance. Idiots. I guess it'll have to be a one-way going this way to do that. Can I maybe I have to change the one way and then maybe it'll work? Okay, yeah. So we'll put it across the street from the clinic as part of the clinic's parking. Let's add some trees or something here. Yeah, we're back at the City Skylines 2. It's been also I will say the playing Anno 11.7 has also made me want to, you know, take a little more time to make more lovely details in a city builder. We put down like a hedge. We still don't have like walls in this game. Or like fences. Oh, we do have a line tool though, don't we? I forgot we do have a line tool. Yeah, nice, nice. Alright, that's good. Line tool is nice, or you can just do it freehand too, which also will look nice. Hedge walls are a thing now. Do we have access to, like, remember when we had all the, you know, we had fences and gates and walls and such? That came with the industrial pack, I thought. Well, also the zoo one. No, there was ones for, like, national parks and all sorts of stuff. Man, this looks good. This actually looks really nice. And lots of room to expand for fishing. Employees 3 out of 3. Wow, only 3 people work there. I feel like it'd be a couple more people would need to work there. Couple 2, couple 3. Man, SimCity music is so good. Traffic is indicated as a red. Yet there's no cars on the road. Like, yeah, we're overwhelmed with traffic here. Getting a red alert for traffic. Yeah, 2-lane road, 3-lane road. Yeah, roads can be tough in this game. It's not easy. Everybody wants to build something. You know, you just build till you learn, and you just start over and do it again and again. That's all good. Not 90 degrees, unacceptable. Demolish everything. It's gotta go. Bum, bum, bum. Gonna make nice little areas for businesses here and there, and roads all the way around. Unacceptable. Why, man? City Skylines. It tells you 90 degree. And then it's not 90 degree. It's like there's a fake 90 degrees. There we are. Better. That's better. You love SimCity 3000? Oh, it was such a good game, yeah. It's amazing how that game was supposed to be... SimCity 3000 was supposed to look way different. It was supposed to be like a 3D game, almost like this. And then they realized, oh, technology's not up to par yet to meet the game we have in mind. Okay, well. Oops. All right, lots of manufacturing can go that way then. Okay, that plugged in quite nicely there, actually. Very nice. It will be nice to, now that I think of it, I should have started with everything unlocked just to see what we could plop down for the port, but we could do that later. I think we could start a legit city and see how it grows, and then, you know, we'll keep on experiencing this, and then we'll build something new there. It's fun to be back, though, in the game. Nice to play this again. Okay, I'm gonna need a cemetery now. I see people dying. Ooh, we have a Dutch cemetery. Well, I guess it'll fit right there, so, there it goes. Very Art Deco on that main building. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is interesting. It could link into a park really nicely. Interesting. This might be upgradable. There are crematorium, hearse garage, burial sites, a pond. Oh yeah, so you could actually blend this into a park. Huh. Well, that's kind of nice. Kind of a little remembrance pond there. Nice to have some decorations, and you can have some additional burial sites. Oh, an auditorium too? Wow. That's actually pretty impressive. I like how they're not all kind of related to just burial space, but some for decor. Nice. ruined. Milestone 2, small village. Fish farm's getting closer to level 2. That's a lot of burial space. How many, Oh, it gives good well-being and indoor recreation, too. Was it a gym there? Like, got a cemetery gym and pool. The only thing missing here has got to be like more canals, you know? I want a lot of little space to build a lot of little detail. But there's plenty of maps to choose from for that. Okay, we got a big O residential demand, big O industrial demand, big O commercial demand. We got a lot of big O. Unacceptable. How and why? None of that makes sense. Why? There shouldn't be a secret. All of this should just work, right, Todd?
All of this just works.
Make it work, Todd. Infuriating. Okay, well, we got that working. That's good. You looking forward to 11.7? Me too. I've been playing a lot of it in the background. I've been playing more Anno, and I've gotten to tier 4, and I've started to do some of those things for tier 4. And I can't talk much about tier 4, but tier 4 is like above 3 and below 5. And I can't wait to show you. It's going to be awesome. Well, let's plop a shop. So what do these like shoreside buildings look like? Oh, I think they look like this. I think those are the seaside buildings. We'll see more of those in just a moment. I hope we get another airport DLC too for this one to make our own custom airports. And to be able to connect everything via a mass transit DLC that adds even more transit options would be so cool. Have we unlocked other densities? We have Netherlands medium density. Okay. So now row housing or okay. Well, it's already kind of row housing to be fair, but let's try medium density over here. Okay, I want that area to upgrade a little bit and change. Okay. You haven't played this in a hot minute? Same. It's good to be here, though, to see all the new bridges. I wonder actually if we can... Oh, maybe they're in the tech tree to... Maybe there's a thing for that. Train, tram, subway. Okay. Grand Bridge. I feel like maybe they should change that a little bit now that they've added piers and bridges. Just put in like, let the Grand Bridge just be accessible. Oh, UK medium petrol station. Okay, cool. Try a medium density over here. Nah, let's go back to the low tier. Interesting buildings, I guess. All right, so those old buildings are being demolished. Do we have a Netherlands school? We do. Elementary and high school. Small footprint on that. On both of them, wow. Okay, we're losing 3,000 per hour. It's a lot of money. We're losing a lot of money. I really don't know why it just doesn't make squares. And you can see the subtle change in the road because I move my mouse, and on the right side it still reflects at 90 degrees. We know that's a lie. Absolute lie. Better. Yeah, SimCity 3000 soundtrack's what we're listening to, and the SimCity 4 is still good, as well as SimCity 2013. SimCity's got just unbeatable soundtrack. It really does. Very good. And somehow that got changed. Let's build a small... How do I build a small pedestrian road? Try to snap to guidelines. Okay, let's try that. Where's a pedestrian road? Small. Oh, small pedestrian street is a one-way? Okay. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, looks like we need a lot more residential. Let's do medium density row. It's gotta be like a Dutch firehouse in here too. It's gotta be a real small one. That'll be cool. What are these? Oh, that's the Dutch medium density. Okay. Oh, it looks good. Yeah, the medium density and the low density housing looks great. You played a lot of City Skylines? Same. I mean, I've enjoyed this game and its development and struggles and things like that. It's been fun. Bum, 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 bum. Let's see what else is there. Bum, 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 bum. That might help too. We need more yeah, of course, more residential. More. I love how this is reflected as red and there's like not a single car. All the cars are over here. Ooh, the elementary school will fit perfectly right there. Nice. Any upgrades? Extension wing and an adventure playground. Wow. Should be an option to paint over that, I think. Nice, they put a little playground in there too. It's a small little spot though. I guess there's a little more over there too. Nice parking lot for the school. Let's try some. Five-meter bush is nice. And let's throw down some trees. Where's birch? Damn, best city ever. Getting better every time we play. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, that's looking real nice. Wow. Okay. More medium density, maybe. I feel like a clock or something is missing from the school. I feel like there needs to be a clock on a tower or something. Did we not zone that? It zoned. It do be zoned. Man, this tiny town looks cool. Let me save this. I want to go to a new map now. We're going to play on easy, and I just want to see like how the port and some other things work just for like future planning purposes. So let's go to Verdant Vale. This is the one I think would be great for a lot of little bridges too. So we're going to test on this one. So I'm going to unlock money and unlock everything. We're just going to do full unlock. Let's check it out. I want to see what the ports and things look like now. Oh, this is great. This is another great map. All these little islands, yeah. And building out on that delta would be really cool. All right, let's see what it's like to build a gigantic port. So you have a small, medium, and large storage yard. Let's plop those down and see what they look like. So they're just container yards, yeah. So a truck would pull up back in and then just be loaded up with crates and containers. Okay. So that's for road. What about train? Oh, nice. Double train track lift bridge. I don't know exactly how that's going to work. I'm assuming we're building the lift section. Double tram. Wow, what? That's cool. You can actually build a train bridge. That's cool. And it's like tailored to the tram. I gotta put a tram across the water. I like this idea, like building out here. You know, building a town in like a delta like this. That's really cool. That's neat. Probably one for the subways too. Oh yeah, okay. Truss arch bridge for the train. Oh wow. I just want to take a look and see what those bridges look like. That's nice. So that's one for the subway. And a lift bridge for that too. So that one could be lower and then lift out of the way. That's neat. Man, subway bridge like that is really good looking. Really good. Then water. Small, medium port, large port. 2-lane, one-way road, port road. Wow. And a port key as well. Like digs down. Makes sense because ships are going to go there. We got ferries as well. Ferry depot. Whoa, okay, that's huge. That is a big O depot. Takes up like an entire island. Wow. Crazy. Can also be upgraded. Wow. That's crazy, my guy. What else is there? Oh, I didn't realize the Chirpex Space Center is still in here. Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that was still there. Okay. So let's go back to ferries. So we can make cargo ship routes and passenger ship line routes. That's cool. Wide, medium, and narrow seaways. And I want to see these port buildings too. So we can like plug those right into the roads up here too. So those are just like the entryways. Man, imagine having this like fully functional. That's crazy. Let's see. Let's try a narrow seaway. Oh, I see. Okay. So we'd connect to it like that. Mm-hmm. And then these bridges will try to convert. Oh, that's great, because then it'll move exactly to where you want to place it. And then if you go with a huge, if you have like a massive river or something like that, or like a bay entrance, you can have it go under that and it'll make a bridge to whatever size. Looks like the lift bridge up there in Duluth. That's cool. So you got to make a line for it first, then you can convert it to a bridge with that tool. That is cool, or it'll just go under bridges if they're tall enough and wide enough. That's neat. So then, yeah, we have our ferry depot, then bus stops, or stops on the line. What does that look like? Oh, we have a ferry terminal too. Ferry depot, ferry terminal, ferry stops and quays. Oh, there we go. Okay. So that's what a ferry stop looks like. And then that's one to plug into a section like this. There's a way to do it. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah, there's like even a little ticket. Oh, nice. Little ticket booth. That's cool. All right, so how do we make a big mega ultra port? Oh, these are vanilla. So you got your harbor. So harbor says kind of more for passengers, and then that's for cargo. I also swear I saw bulk storage in the trailer. Where would bulk storage be? Oh, also we could build the offshore oil rig. Where's that? Oh, I see. You'd have to do it like this. Oh, wow. Compliant tower, oil platform, or semi-submersible. Wow. Damn, shipping lane goes right through it. There. So there's your semi-submersible oil platform right there. Man, it's gonna be so cool to build those things legit. And that could have oil pipes connected to it. Oh yeah, let's check out the fish farms. Okay, so this is just straight up fishing. Fishing area, open water, fish farming area, and then fishing route tool. And then storage, and then narrow boatway. So there's a way where you can do farming. I guess they'll come out here and like put the fish farms out in the open water. That's cool. That's a really cool feature to be able to build the fish farms out here and also do fishing or do inland farming too. That's really nice. I think that's a really cool idea. Then we got different port roads. I guess you could do... Yeah. Do those anywhere. Kind of looks like its own highway. So then what we could do is we could put like the port buildings on that. And maybe even I guess we could blend this together, couldn't we? I wonder if the port roads are here. Well, let's take a look at some of the bridges. That bridge seems so beefy, strong, and like... And for 2 lanes. That's crazy. 2-lane drawbridge. I'm assuming it'll go like this. Yep. Then we just got to put a narrow boatway under that. Oh yeah, okay. Then it'll just open up when boat traffic comes near. That's going to be awesome. That's going to be a really cool thing. Narrow sea lane where boats can operate. I guess the ferry is considered a boat as well. So your fishing boats and your ferries would take the narrow boatway. And then there's one that you can do for passenger like cruise ships and then one for cargo ships. Okay. Maybe that's how it works. And we got the inland farming. We make a big area for that. What about the storage? How does that work? Oh, it has to be attached to the main building. Seems to increase tonnage by 20 on the small. Very nice. The larger the waterway, the more boats can use it. Yeah, exactly. Bum, 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 bum. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. There's new signature buildings for the, oh, what? Fish and Chippery Seafood Factory. So we got some new factories. And the Seafarer Shipyards. Oh, what? Oh, cool. So we can actually build ships. Oh, that's awesome. You can actually provide it with materials and then it'll make ships. So yeah, plastic, metal, and vehicles. So you can make your own ships as well. That's cool. I hope we get something like that for airplanes. Oh, Japanese fishing town with a small harbor. Oh, good idea. Any upgrades? No, but that's a cool building. I didn't know we could actually make our own ships at that point. That's cool. And this is just a fish factory. Fish on a stick. So that massive building can process your fish into even further foods. That's cool. And then looks like they get a commercial building too. A bait and bistro. Maritime museum, that's cool. And a conference center. What? Oh, that conference center looks cool. Fully booked throughout the year, the best venue to experience fan events, pop culture gatherings, musical performances, and technology conventions. Wow. That's cool. So you got a big old venue for that. That's nice. That's a cool looking building. Oh, I saw this in the trailer. Oh, that's the Maritime Museum. That actually could be, you could also call that an aquarium. I feel like that would have been a cool opportunity for that. You got like the anchor fish and the starfish. This you have to put this somewhere where it would be visible. Like the back end like that. That'd be cool to either like point out at sea where a lot of people are coming in or like have it visible from a bridge. That'd be awesome. Anyway, that's a really cool looking building. That back end of that is awesome. The Maritime Museum. And I would expect that from a museum. So I'm glad we got two kind of convention center buildings or like, you know, education, like gathering places or something. That's neat. So 2 for the industrial, 3 for commercial. Actually, wait, what is this? Oh, and there's this, yes, the bait and bistro. So I guess just a giant seafood restaurant. So a giant seafood restaurant, museum, and a conference center, which I feel like the conference center goes perfectly with the bridges, right? Like, I feel like you'd have a lot of traffic coming into town. I feel like that's more associated with that. Oh yeah, I wonder what it'll be lit up at, like, at nighttime? Well, that'll take a while. Actually, wait, is there a way we could make it day-night? I feel like City Skylines 2 should be updated to just, if it doesn't have it already, I like in Anno and other games where you just set the time of day. Like, you know, if you want time to go forward, but you always want it to be like, I don't know, dusk or something like that, with the sun going down. That's kind of nice. Ooh, shallow here. I want to see some more bridges. So 2-lane drawbridge, 2-lane truss. I think we saw that before. Oh, there we go. 4-lane truss. Okay, let's take a look at these. Let's build some bridges and take a little peek. And then that drawbridge only makes the drawbridge section based on where you draw the pathway. So I love the truss bridge here. And then all these look exactly the same. In fact, these two are kind of the same bridge, but just with different road surfaces. This one's cool, though. This one allows you to have traffic above and below. And I think there was a bridge, too, that was train and car. Yeah, train and car bridge. Oh, there's the Grand Bridge. This is vanilla here. That's a vanilla bridge. Oh, we got more bridges for highways. 6-lane suspension bridge. That's nice. And the 6-lane one-way. Pretty much the same. Where are we putting Stodoni Street? Six-lane drawbridge. Let's see what that looks like with a narrow boatway. Let's try the other tool. Oof. Well, it's trying. It's a little too high, so it doesn't need a drawbridge section there. I mean, it's great that you can draw your own stuff and then get the bridge just right while you're building it. So let's see if we do a 6-lane drawbridge and bring it down a little bit. Okay, let's try that. Oh, there we go. I really like that you can see they put in the control tower for the bridge controls too. Like in the lower right corner there, on that southern support pier, you can see like what looks to be a little control room for the bridge, which is very cool. That's nice. That's really cool. What else is there? So, where is it? Oh, I want to. Can I put in my own cranes and such? Oh, there's upgrades for this too. More cargo cranes. Railway connection up there. And warehouses. Okay, so trying to see what else might be new here. Oh, there is some new stuff here. Oh yeah, there's our lighthouses. Nice. Yes, of course. Oh, that's nice. +2 to outdoor recreation. +1 and +2. So we got the little lighthouses we can place. That require a water and power connection. Just connect via road. Easy, easy stuff. Oh, what the hell's this? Oh, right. Okay. So in addition to bridges and piers, they kind of also threw in like some urban area stuff. Like that would be good around the convention center or downtown. Now I'm assuming you could build these out on a pier. Oh, we have a large lighthouse too. Second one's the best. +3 to outdoor recreation on that one. That's cool. Oh yes, we also have pedestrian bridges too. That's great. So you can have a covered bridge that's almost like a pier. That's cool. Then we could also do a pedestrian bridge that has a drawbridge section to that as well. That's outstanding. And a pedestrian bridge bascule. That's good. Okay, there's a lot more here than I was expecting, honestly. So you can see what those will look like. Man, that's really neat. Okay. Where were the... Okay, I want to go back here and take a look at this stuff. Okay, so there was the Vista. Alright, so what are these two called? So there's the old Ferris Ride Park and the Spin Vista Park, and then the large lighthouse too. I mean, that's great. And that's nice too. Big old Ferris wheel there too. I mean, that's good to put smack dab in the middle of downtown, or like out by the water or near a pier. It's good. Let's see, nothing for sports, large sports. But tourist attractions, we do have an old lighthouse. So four lighthouse types. So you got your small, your lighthouse, your large lighthouse, and then the old lighthouse. Plus 25 to outdoor recreation on that. Oh, and it gets some upgrades. You can actually attach a museum to it? Oh, that's great. And a restaurant too. Wow, okay. So you could have lunch down at the old lighthouse, or there's even like a house that was converted into a museum for the lighthouse itself. That's cool. And I do like how they don't have to directly attach. All right, that's actually quite nice. It's like big secrets here, big secrets. Yeah. See the old lighthouse there. So you get 3 large parks and then a tourist attraction. To which, I don't know why the large lighthouse is considered to be a large park. I feel like that should just be under tourist attraction, but just small, like a lesser one. Kind of neat though. The shrubberies and anchor. Oh, you're right. Yes, at the museum. Do they have upgrades? The upgrade cannot get its own upgrade. That'd be cool though. Let's take a look at pedestrian bridges again. Okay, so they added a ton of cool little like leisure piers, and like a lot of these could just be even used as a bridge. Even though they're considered to be piers, I mean, you could still, you know, technically make that a bridge. Which is not, that's really a nice option if you have a park that you want to build on 2 sides of a river. So you could have like a small little stream between them and then make a very small, like if it were this kind of a distance. I mean, that's really neat. And you get more options for materials and colors, and that's kind of a large width too. 7-lane one-way road. Holy crap. Do we have a 7-lane bridge? I thought we had a 6. Hey, just one more lane will fix it, boys. What we need to really get... What we gotta do... We don't need no 14 lane. That's too narrow. Brother, this is the way of the future. There, and that's just one way. Think about the way coming back. We just got to connect all these up. Wow, that's absolute chaos. That's absolutely chaotic. Oh my goodness. So what's really nice about this though is that I think, you know, there's a lot of mid and late game stuff here, a couple early game stuff, but also because this game's been out a while, I'm sure a lot of people who already own it have quite a few cities, and this is nice to go in and update, especially with some of the bridges. Like these bridges are nice. Like that's a nice bridge right there. Is there one for like an avenue? 4-lane truss. That's this one, right? Yeah. Okay, I think I put down all the bridges. Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, I already did put down some of those. Now I saw a yellow one. Is that this one? Okay, it's that one, yeah. So let's see if I can... I love... By the way, you could also do this thing where you like make the grand bridge, and then if there was like a small... I don't know, waterway or something to the side, then you can make that the drawbridge section, but I want to see how this looks. So then let's also put down the narrow thingy. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's nice. That's weird, though. That's weird. These kind of like lane dividers seem very strange. I don't think I've ever seen lane dividers like that. Feels like what they could have done is just spray painted the road surface, you know, black or whatever, and then just drew lines. It looked cool though. Now there's one bridge that should have a... There's a bridge where I think you can have traffic on 2 lanes. Yeah, above and below here. But what about a train? Is there a train bridge? There's got to be a train bridge. Did I build a train bridge yet? Okay, so this train bridge is similar to that truss bridge a little bit. But there was a Can I upgrade? Wait, where's tracks? Okay, I gotta find the train. There's a bridge that has a track above and below. No. It has a road above and a track below. How do we get that? So this double-decker road is interesting because the road at the bottom has 4 lanes, the one at the top has 2. But I wonder, could a player modify that? It'd be huge points if a player was actually able to... Oh, man. It would be really nice if a player could actually change this bottom or top platform to 2 or like 4 lanes or whatever. That'd be great. If we could actually make it wider, the bridge would adjust. Because then you could just... You could even put an alleyway here, and it'd be an interesting thing to see a like one-way alley bridge with these types of supports, but they would be smaller based on the fact that it was an alley, you know? So where's the thing I'm looking for? Oh, I haven't done highways yet. That's why. That's what we haven't done yet. 3-lane highway double decker. That's it. Suspension bridge. That's the one. That's got to be it. That's cool. Wow, you can even see a curve. Awesome. So this one's got 3 lanes above, 3 lanes below. And this one's a 4-lane. Okay, seeing all this in act, this is a really good way to plan out a city, because if you know how it's going to function, then you can kind of fit it in to make it look good if you know how it's supposed to operate. So let me add a narrow thing here. Look at that. That's cool. We saw that in the trailer too. That whole section there in the middle lifts up between those pillars. That's great. That's going to look really cool. And what's nice is that these bridges can be big bridges in a very small, narrow area. Like that seems like that would fit perfectly there. It's good for medium traffic. Oh, what am I missing? Wait, this is a vanilla bridge. But what does it look like? Oh, that shouldn't look like that. That's vanilla, but still a nice looking bridge. Okay. Six-lane drawbridge. Four-lane double-decked. Features 2 road transport decks. Road transport. Where's the one with the train, I swear? Featuring 3-lane one-way highway road transport deck in both directions. Two-lane drawbridge, 2-lane suspension bridge. It's cool how it's got those solid pillars on either side. The suspension bridge kind of has that too. Okay, where's the train and car combo? Where is that? I want to compare it to this one too. This is another vanilla bridge here. I mean, that doesn't look bad to put vanilla stuff with some of the other stuff. I mean, that would look quite cool if those were near each other. I want to go through some of the other tabs and see if somehow there happens to be a... Could it be under train bridges? That's what I thought too. It's a road bridge and a train bridge, so it would be applicable in both categories. There's train. Where's train? Train. Unless there's a way to put a bridge on top of another bridge. No, that would make sense. If I did that and then put another bridge on top of that. No. Do they have one here in this map? Let's see. I want an example of what I'm trying to find. I don't know. They just have a boring old bypass, I guess. Unless... Somebody said it was under road bridges, and I looked and I didn't see it. Oh, maybe this is it. No. Now that's at 2 and 4 again. I thought maybe there was a way to convert one of the levels to train. But I don't think there's a way to change a track into a train. I gotta go back to the other map and see how they did this. Alright, I really like some of the options there. The convention center that we can get, the Ferris wheels, the bridges, all look good. I'm looking for a bridge like this. What is that bridge called? Because it's got the train running underneath and cars on top. The hell bridge is that? Well, it's got to be a highway bridge. No, it's a 4-lane. Where the hell is that? Let me go back to the testing area. I'm going back to the lab. I'm just like placing everything from the DLC so I can see everything that's here and kind of figure it out. Okay, so it was a bridge that looked like this. Is there a way to like add a deck to that bridge, like by drawing through it? No. Oh, the Elmhurst Bridge is, I think it was called that because that's like the name of the street. Under the 4th tab in the road section. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a highway, right? 3-lane. I thought it was a 2-lane. Double deck of the bridge featuring 3-lane one-way highway road transport deck in both directions. 4-lane highway double train track double. 4-lane. What? I don't even see that here. Unless they don't have the marker next to it. Is it? Oh, wait. 4-lane highway double. Oh, it's a custom bridge. But didn't I put that down? Oh, it might look different because it was at a waterway that maybe they made for boat traffic. Oh, that might be it. Is it that? Oh, this might be the only one I didn't place. That might be right. It was the only one I missed. Well, there were a lot of them, so statistically, I'm bound to miss something. Wait, that's the lift bridge section, though. But it had like support beams on it. So this is supposed to... So this is for trains and cars. Let's just do this just to show it off. So then if I select a train track... Actually, I wonder, could we connect a tram track to that? Okay, we gotta have a bridge also that has like a tram going down the middle. I don't know if there's a bridge like that in the game, but wouldn't it be great if there was there should be a, 1 or 2 lanes on each side and then either a 1 or 2 lane tram bridge in the middle. Also, this is what the tram bridge looks like. I want to put that down just to see that. So back to boating. Oh, that's cool. That's a really nice bridge. Anyway, that is absolutely a double-deck train bridge and road combo. But I don't know if that's the one I'm looking for. But it's got to be under highways, because that's what connects things together in the regions. 4-lane double train track. 3-lane highway double deck suspension. That's the only one that's for trains. I don't know how they got it to look like this. It looked like that, I thought. I think it's the one without the DLC icon between the 2 with the icon on the 4 tab. Okay. That's weird because that seems like it should be a DLC bridge. Oh, it is. 4-lane highway double train track double decked. Oh, is this like a free bridge for... Oh, that's it. That's it right there. That's it. What the hell? Oh, that's why I couldn't find it, because I was only looking for... That's a great looking bridge. Look at that, is placed in such a wonderful spot. Look at that. Beautiful elevation for the train to just continue at ground level. Oh. Anyway. Alright, this is the bridge. But this feels like a DLC bridge. I guess you get a free one then. So this is a vanilla freebie, which I don't remember at all. So either it's part of a recent update or improperly labeled as not DLC, but it... This could very well be a DLC bridge. I hope it is, because so many of these bridges kind of look samey with these gray pillars of sadness. Why not some color here, man? Why not one of these be blue? I love the yellow bridge. That's great. But why not like a... We should be able to paint, right? Like, why can't a player pick the color of a couple, 2, 3 things, you know? You should have the access to the full color spectrum to make this thing green, blue, purple, whatever. This bridge kind of has a little purple color to it, right? That looks painted purple. At least there was an attempt here. Free without DLC as part of the patch. That was the coolest damn bridge. The coolest bridge is free. I love that. The double train track 4-lane is nice. They have the opposite of that too, with the in a road format kind of. Like this bridge over here, that's a 4-lane underneath with a 2-lane on top, which I feel like should be different. Okay. There needs to be a way for players to be able to, through the replace tool, I should be able to choose what road surface goes on there up to a point. Like they should basically say, hey, anywhere from an alley to a 4-lane is allowed on this bridge. So then you could do 2-lane, top and bottom, or you could do 4 and 4. And also, my goodness, Soviet brutalism here. I mean, look at these bridges. It's so gray and sad. Everything is so gray and sad. There's no attempt at any color here. Well, except for here. And this is kind of a... Well, this is gray as well, but I'd say at least somebody mixed in a little blue-green in there. But at least there's the yellow bridges, but this is the only splash of color. That's sad, dude. I mean, not even just like an attempt to like spray paint anything, like make it like this metal portion here. Why not just let this be red or something? Yeah, do these even light up? Like if we go to nighttime, is there... It's a day-night cycle, right? Let's turn that on. Also, with it being 2025, a player... What the hell? A player should absolutely be able to make it day and nighttime in an instant without having to wait for the transition. There's nothing here. No lights even on the bridge. How the hell are you supposed to drive? Wait, there's a light. Okay, I guess maybe it's because I don't have them connected to power. Well, that doesn't seem to matter because this bridge has lights. Okay, I love the like the sunshine stuff at the top like that. That looks nice. Are these bridges supposed to have power? Like if I build a big O coal power plant, I don't care about connecting that actually. I feel like they're not supposed to have lights. The only lights for the bridge would be on the actual road surface for the road. So we got all these pillars and towers and we don't even have a light on the side of it shining upwards or whatever. Like the only bridge that looks like it attempted to have any sort of flavor or color was this. Yellow with some, you know, pretty lights to make it look like the bridge is shining, and then everything else was clip it and ship it. What the hell? Although I will argue, if we connected to power, some of these buildings would probably look really nice, like this one here. I'm sure some of these would look nice, but the best bridges in the game are like for the elevated rail and subway. Like, look at this. Hook them up and see. I don't know. I think it's going to be Disappointment World. Oh, they actually have to touch the base? Oh, we don't need a substation for that? Okay. Okay, so now it's connected in. That's it. It's not even worth connecting the other bridges. That's... First of all, look at how... That just seems so dim and dull, and... Couldn't even put lights on both sides of the bridge. What the hell? This just seems crazy. Like, there's lights up top for aircraft, and then, like... I just can't believe we can't get a light on the tower or something. Like, the towers are bland, but at least at nighttime they could... be slightly nice. The only thing that's decent is the yellow bridge, and that's it. Oh, and then maybe this. Oh, that's a Grand Bridge. That's day one vanilla. And this bridge is already connected by default. And to be fair, it's a train bridge, but I mean, you know, when your DLC is called Bridges and Ports, you better make those bridges look nice. All right, the bridges need more lights. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. But then what about the... Let's connect up the museum. Wow, absolutely bleached with light on the outside. Yeah, that's what I'm expecting to see on the inside would be that. Yeah, like lots of light coming out. Wow, double. Look. Okay, so here's what happened. The lighting from the DLC got stolen by the conference center. This thing has a light every micron. There's like floodlighting. I mean, if you go under there, it's like in Metal Gear Solid 4 when Snake has to go through the microwave tunnel before fighting Ocelot on the top of the submarine. That's what this is like. You'd be fried instantly. Like, you can see you can see that building from space, at least the parking lot. Why are all the lights there? All the lights from the lighting budget from the bridges went to the damn parking lot of the museum. It's not even it's a conference center. And it's just like a pedestrian walkway. It's like, okay, that's fine, but like cut back on the lights there, put it in the building. All right, what about this building? This road has power. It's not connected to power? Not enough electricity. What do you mean not enough? I built like 40 windmills. Here, you get your own personal windmill. Well, how much power does this thing need? I guess we're not just powering the lights, we're powering whole buildings. Okay, consumption is 5, production is 251. Okay, so now it should have enough electricity. How do I turn the building on and off? Is there no light in this building after dark? What's up? Oh, the road's here. It's got to be connected on this side. Why not in front of the building? That's so weird. The node is on the side of the building, not the front. Why? There we go. Get ready for disappointment. Ooh, all right, there we go. That's actually good. Quite good. There we go. That's nice. All right, so the Maritime Museum, 10 out of 10. Good lighting. The sidewalk around it is not the surface of the sun. There you go. That's nice. Would like to see this light up a little bit more on the backside. This is, actually, there's no lighting at all. Wait, there's a little bit. Okay, you can see some lights there near the hedge, but, there was an attempt, so there, half credit on that one. But really, I think what this needs is like little light bulbs in it. Like where every one of these little like intersections is, there should have been like a light bulb. It should look like a carnival sign or something. Not just lights coming up from the ground. It's a 3 out of 10 on the backside. 3 out of 10. Not great. But the front is perfect. That 10 out of 10, 3. And why not like colored lights or something? Yeah, like pink for the shell, yellow for the starfish, you know, blue for the fish, whatever. You know? This building looks okay, but the walk around it is just, there's way too much. Fish and chip factory doesn't need to look nice. It's probably just got lights around the building and that's it. And the lighthouses. The lighthouses are recreational. So I don't even know if they would like, first of all, I don't even think they would light up as in like be an actual lighthouse. But I bet there's probably some lighting on the building or like lights that shine up. And you can see the tower, and that's probably it. So conference center, Maritime Museum, the bridges suck with their lighting. I'm sure the port looks pretty cool too. I'm sure the port buildings are quite nice at night. I mean, I'm getting more light from the moon shining on the top of the containers than that are coming out of that entire building. They still don't have small watercraft. Actually, wait a minute. During the trailer for this DLC, they did show like some piers with boats on them. Is there a way to get like a marina? Is it true that the water has a new look, but only on the new maps? Maybe if they added a new biome kind of thing. Anyway, I did see some marinas. There might be a way to do that. Also, how did they do bulk storage in the trailer? I want to go back to the store page and look at a couple of things. All right, well, the good news is, for the most part on Steam, this has 42 mostly positive reviews for the DLC. All right, we got to go back. I want to take a look at this trailer. Okay, there. Okay, so they show... Actually, they're literally showing like sailboats and small marine craft. And there was a way to make like boat paths. There is a way to make it so boats can like take a path, or at least that's what it's listed as. Oh, look at that drawbridge. That's great. So that's the new Ferris wheel there. That's an elevated station. Okay, how do you get this bulk storage? I did see when we were looking at the oil rigs, I did see that some of the oil rigs had storage modules for oil and gas. Paths are tied to ferries and stuff. Those are static decorative objects. I mean, maybe. I have no idea how that works. Also, this is interesting too. This is cool. There's a bridge down here. It's a lift bridge that goes into a port area that then goes down into like a... Well, wait a minute. Is this vanilla? How the hell would a player... How do we make our own docks? Because I feel like all these buildings here could be DLC. We just got to find them. Some of these could be cold storage for fish or something. Select the main gate port. It's an upgrade option for port. Oh, can you designate a port whether or not it's like cargo or... Okay, hold on. Let's wait for daytime. Okay, let's see. Oh, port gate. Okay, hold on. Those are storage yards. Where's the gates? I put those down. Here? Oh, okay. Oh, that's a lot of options. Okay, whoa. Oh, there it is. Okay, so... Wow. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Holy crap. Okay. So if you click, okay, so you can put down a small, medium, or large port like entrance, and then if you click on that, look at all these upgrades. Customs office, reach stacker garage, auxiliary port. Oh, there's actual secondary gates you can put down too. Passenger terminal, employee canteen, port security, emergency response, container cranes. Oh, okay, so that's how you... Oh my god, and they actually link up. Look at that. Okay, okay. All right, that's actually decent. So you can build a port crane. Oh, and you can put it right out on the road. Nice. Well, if it were free. But that does mean that like trucks and stuff could drive under there. So you can kind of make your own port things there. That's so cool. So then there's different container cranes. Medium cargo container yards. Okay, so there's things that are kind of decorative, but they actually also add more storage. But they're definitely, they look nice. So there they are. There's the medium car. Okay, so there's your warehouses and stuff there. Actually legit. Now where's my bulk? There it is. Wow, look at how massive the bulk storage yard is. If you're doing some heavy mining, look at that. The only thing though is it won't be filled up. Like when you place it, oh my god, it is. It doesn't matter, it actually does fill it. Nice. That looks like scrap. So what if I put down the big one? What's up, Magic Girl? Welcome back. All right, large bulk storage. Oh, it's too much for the... Wait, what was that option? Oh, precise rotation. Okay. Wow, look at that. Look at that. Wow. Wow. So you can really do a lot of work to make a very nice looking port. I mean, this whole area here, I don't know what map they use for the trailer. Maybe it was this one even. But all right, so from that brief trailer, it does look like you can do quite a lot to make it both function and look really nice. And then also, like if this were just a port DLC, that'd be cool, I guess. But the bridges that can tie into that is really nice too, because you're gonna have, you know, a lot more water coming into the city. It seems like it'd be just more cool to have, you know, like a bay and then maybe like a canal or a river going out to sea or whatever, and then have your city on both sides so you can have that river traffic. That's really cool. All right, so that's nice. So to be able to build a port like that and put a ton of money into that, but that means you're gonna have to really make an industrial town, or at least a lot of goods. So either you're gonna want to do mining or oil, which is more included now with the offshore oil rigs, or fishing, which is also included, but then also just heavy mining for the bulk, because bulk looks nice. This is making me nostalgic for Docked. So when we were playing Docked, and when we were playing, so first we played a game called Seafarer, the ship simulator, and then we played a demo for Docked earlier this month, I think it was, and I had completely forgotten about this DLC for City Skylines 2, and then I was thinking to myself, like, man, I really wish there would be like a city builder or a game where we could build our own ports. Like, I want a tycoon game where we can build our own port. That's not like a simulator, like first or third person experience, but like a top down. Well, now it seems like we got it. And this is actually, there's a lot to do though, because, you know, first you're going to want to build a whole functioning city to get all the people, you know, in the city to then start working on mining and stuff. But then once you're done with that, instead of just exporting it out on trains and cars, you're going to want to put it out on the, you're going to want to put it out via the port. Because, I mean, that's just so much better. It's cooler. Also, this has got me very excited about Transport Fever 3, because it's like, that is one of the things that I've been wanting to do in Transport Fever, is have it more interconnected where, you know, boats, especially with trains and ships, like, you know, well, actually, you can connect road stuff to that too, right? So I hope in Transport Fever 3 you could build a big port next to a city, and then like have it integrate into the, you know, have a train system going through, then the port, like the city looks cool in the distance with the ships, and then, you know, then you're also gonna have road vehicles too. So like you could have the port offload containers from a ship onto trucks, and then have those trucks go into the town to deliver things, or also have large amount of storage. But there's not much about that game that's about storage. It's all about just instantly shipping it. Yeah, there's some new updates coming out for 2 Point Museum. Great game. 2 Point Museum is probably one of my, maybe my favorite tycoon game of the year. There was so much to do, and now they're starting to, they kind of came up with a clever way to tie in with other games and just have like these fun little crossovers where it's like, teehee, we added these new statues for whatever game. Look, we've teamed up with Expedition 33. We put some of the creatures from Expedition 33 on little statues, and you can collect them or whatever. They didn't do that, but I'm just saying, I wouldn't be surprised if just at any moment, just like with House Flipper or whatever, there's a Scooby-Doo crossover or something. I love when developers do that, where they just kind of reference each other's games and stuff, and they're all like, it's really nice to see, like when Battlefield comes out or whatever, Call of Duty tweets out and it's like, hey, congratulations to the, you know, the guys over at Call of Duty for our friends, you know. That's cool. Not everybody has to be arm folding and mad all the time, or not acknowledge each other's existence. It's cool when they do that in social media, but it's something else when they let you do it in a game. Like those Dave the Diver crossovers are really nice. So I'd like to see something like that in City Skylines as well. Although unfortunately SimCity's not really around anymore. It would be cool to see some crossovers in that, but it was hilarious because like in SimCity 2013, you could just it was the beginning of EA's peak evil, where it was just like, hey guys, we have the Nissan Leaf in here, and also we have the Progressive Car Insurance place or whatever. If your town burns down, use the power of Progressive at registered trademark, registered trademark C, you know, all the corporate logo stuff. This will pay for 25% of your city. It's like, man, there's just shoving that in there by the spoonful of just the corporate overlays and stuff. Anyway, all right, that is a ton of stuff, man. That is really good. I'm really happy with that. Some of you guys probably knew about that from, they must have did like a video on it. So this is good. This is very much like what we got in the airport DLC for City Skylines 1. With being able to put down like all these little, you know, in that one you could put down like refueling areas and parking areas for planes. But I'm really happy with the container crane thing. So what's really good about if you get this DLC, I absolutely must say you should probably go into a unlimited money unlocked map save and figure out how big this port's going to be. Based on how big we can make stuff, I would say that I would probably build a port all throughout here. This whole corner would be a port. Because I could see having like a crane area here and here. And then all the logistics and stuff behind it. And then it would even be fun to add like the little cargo harbor into that one, like the vanilla one. And just see if you can get the vanilla and the custom one to blend together. I mean, that's extra bonus points there. Kind of nice. Yeah, entire city's one giant seaport, yeah. And then I wonder, now there's a train connection here on this one. Or you can make a train connection. How do we do a train connection here? Is there... Gotta be a thing for it, right? Oh, there it is. Yep, train terminal right there. Boom. And that even has a road connection to it as well. That's cool. And the track goes all the way through. Well, if you want it to. Alright, that's great. And then, are there different sizes for that? Emergency response. Oh, look at that. There's even fire. Oh, great. So the port itself also has a risk of fire. So this is basically an on-site firefighting team. Oh, but you can only put one down. Maybe it'll cover the whole port. Well, it looks like it did help a little bit with fire prevention. Oh, wait, there's... yeah, of course, the harbor police. Wow. So the port could be so big that it's got to worry about its own fire and own police department, too. That's something cool, man. I hope we get an airport DLC next that's like that. And I hope they do these double DLCs where they call it, like, airports and imports or something like that, where you get, like... I don't know, airports and then like, I don't know, further ways to like store stuff industrially or something. And then you have synergy between the trains, the planes, and the ships. That's actually cool. And then there's customs in there as well. There's like all these other things. Airports and space centers. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Well, you already have the ChirpX thing that you can do. Okay, so the port thing and the options for that, very solid. The extra little bonus stuff of being able to put down like a conference center and like a maritime museum, also very cool. Lighting on those, very... all the lighting is kind of sad. Sad. Except for the yellow bridge. That's the only one that's decent at best. I don't even know where that bridge is. Over there. But I also do like the little drawbridge that you can build in the town. So it really makes me want to make more close, like here. Like this is where I'd want to really start a city. You start your city here, then interconnect a few different islands on a small scale. Yeah, you only play daylight, yeah. Well, you kind of have to. But I feel like they should at least make things... Well, a bridge should be like... In a city, that's usually the things that are pretty nicely lit up is a bridge... And then like convention centers and stuff and like whatever the town's famous for, like a church or like whatever old structures, like a castle maybe. Interesting. Look at all this clutter. But I like how it... The best thing is probably how the bridges function with being able to draw a path under them. Like when you build the bridge, it'll just look like this. But then when you draw the path underneath, then suddenly it gets this like... You know... This with the control tower. I think that's a great touch too, that they put the control tower in. And you can like when ships come by, these traffic will stop and the bridge will rise and boats and stuff will go through. But I don't know about... Well, we actually do have ferries. Ferries would be a very important thing. That's a kind of a choice to make too, though, is that if you have... the DLC is called, you know, ports and bridges, but if you do too many bridges, people aren't going to take those ferries. So a ferry is a good idea too. Have they added toll booths? I didn't see a toll booth. I haven't seen that. All right, let's go back to our other city. So now that we know how big a port is going to be, that really helps to understand how big that DLC is. I mean, you're gonna want to put you're gonna want a lot of space to put all your stuff. So if you're building a port, it's probably going to be about as big as this tile. 100%. You'll have your pier, your cranes, storage areas, train tied into that. It's going to take most of this square. I'd say maybe 65% if you're going big. But you can get away with a small one. All right, anyway, back to our legit town for a little while. So then the question is, when does that unlock? I guess we'd have to... Is there points for that? Communication, transportation... So some of that port stuff unlocks here. So that unlocks a tier 4 Grand Village, which we're about halfway to. What are the next tiers? Oh, next we're large, then grand. Okay. So grand unlocks transportation. There we go. Yep, it's a new DLC for City Skylines 2 called Ports and Bridges. It's pretty cool, actually. Although I also wanted to see how the fishing worked a little bit, but I'm assuming the fishing part works like how it did in Sunset Harbor, but the farming part out at sea is awesome. And then also being able to do it inland too here, like at the fish thing. That is good stuff. Unacceptable. Okay, we got that elementary school in. Let's add Yeah, true. Some of the old maps might not have some of the new resources, but that's okay. You could still at least build a cool port for, I don't know, if you're making a lot of stuff through the goods production. That's usually trouble for me, is I make too many goods and then don't have enough ways to ship it out other than via road all the time. The game loves its roads. It do. Okay, let's spend some of our points. Parking areas and advanced road services. So now I did notice that for the Dutch theme, I think there was a... Yeah, there's Dutch parking. That's got to all be for bikes. Okay, and then what else did I want to put down? Road maintenance depot. And then we can go into that tool, not allowing parking. Okay. And then we can get rid of some of the crosswalks. Does the road depot have upgrades? Yeah, I think so. That's better. Okay, so we also have a Dutch high school we could put in, but we gotta worry about money now. We're 4,000 in the hole, So we gotta get them rookie numbers up with more density. Yeah, there's kind of waterfront parks, yeah, and piers. And waterfront businesses now, too. And the Dutch buildings are really nice. A lot of brick there. Bum, 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 bum. Road Maintenance Depot. This is a nice little town. It's so amazing how like the game can start out so small and get so big over time. Yeah, I mean, you can really expand pretty far. A lot of options for aggressive expansion. You crosswalk there, you. Okay, more houses are going in. Amazing. We designated all that area for commercial, and there's a huge commercial demand, and it's like... Bro, there's room right there. Let's try this other business type. Ooh, level 3. I like the sides of the building like that. Long awaited release date for this game. Yeah, it's actually quite nice. There are a few things that I have feedback on that I hope are considered to be changed in the future. It does look like about 50 people wrote some pretty positive reviews so far. But I feel like the only way to really tell, especially for a DLC that's that big, is, you know, really to play through legit. And like when you take all this time to build up a city, does the port really add a lot to it? Like, it seems like a really good end game thing to kind of build a port, then use that to make more money, to then build a port, and then continuously stack on top of that of all the things that you're already doing in your town, like mining and farming. Like, you could store bulk potatoes at your bulk storage or something. Who knows? Chicken nuggets, maybe. Yeah, I was building a lot of alleyways to try to keep the city, like, really small and dense. And it seemed to turn out really good. I was trying to, like, you know, fit things, and although the game has to cooperate with me too. Like, we've got all these, you know, everything's labeled out real nicely. Or not labeled, but zoned. But the AI has to cooperate.
Your city layout is not very efficient. There is a lot of wasted space.
Yeah. The AI is going to have to fill that space. I mean, all I could do is, you know, paint where I want it to build. This is kind of like how it was to build houses in Foundation, where you'd put like a huge area for residential homes in Foundation, and then the AI would put like 4 homes in there. And it's like, I literally built a stadium, like a convention center worth of land dedicated to houses, and they build 3 houses. It's like, that's not how that works. But we'll see. At least demand is through the roof. It's always good when there's a big demand for more homes. Just like how if there's a big demand for more content, you'll make sure that you subscribe and follow the channel today. If there's a big enough demand. Thank you, Old India, for the 10. Appreciate it. The big O support. Bum, bum, bum. I also like how long it takes to build stuff in this game. So compared, you know, 1 and 2 in terms of like the realism of building stuff, or like the time it takes, I do like when it's a little slower. Like when you take all this time to zone all this land, it's nice when construction does take a while. It's one of the things I like about Workers and Resources Soviet Republic too, where if you lay out a city and then kind of on pause and let it rip, you know, everything starts to build, but that takes forever in that game. But it's nice because, like, once something's finally built, you're like, everything's like a monument tier. It's like building the World's Fair in Anno. It is silly that they have tower cranes building single-family homes. That is true, yeah. I think it's just so a player can see something's being built from a distance. But accurately, I mean, there should be maybe like a... Bro, what the hell is this? Anyway. Okay, all right. What is going on here? A guy has pulled up in this world's smallest car to let his dog out for a walk? Is this supposed to be construction? What is this? Do people in this town get into their car to go to the local construction site to take their dog for a walk? Anyway, I think there should be a little bit more work done to making these interesting. Like, it's a sand lot with a tower crane. What would be nice to see here would be, instead of a tower crane, it just an excavator and like maybe a mobile crane with, you know, like wheels and stuff deployed. I mean, that's super nitpicky. It doesn't really matter too much, but it would add to the... I feel like it would add rather than subtract to see more details at a construction site. You know, a porta-john in the corner. You know, put a couple crates around, porta-john, a couple of guys standing around, and you know, construction equipment. I think there could be a little effort put into that, rather than just blank lot with tower crane gets house. Sounds like a new sounds like an article you'd read in the newspaper. Oh honey, local house gets crane. Tan, you found a log flume clip? Oh boy. Yeah, that's another good thing about mods, but whenever I have criticism about this game, I always don't want mods to do something that the developers should just do. I mean, it's totally fine if you want to download 900 gigabytes worth of mods for this game or the first game or whatever, go for it. It only makes it better. And no matter how good the devs are doing in a game like this, they could never do enough. You know, the modding community is insane to where it's just like Steve Johnson's 900 different retaining walls pack. Hi, I'm Steve Johnson. Download my retaining wall pack today. I see that type of craziness in Transport Fever 3 as well, or 2, and I'm sure it'll be in 3. People modding all sorts of different insane. You know, like people will put in like Dutch realistic train signals, and it'll be a huge mod where all the train signals in the game are, you know, actually accurate. That's crazy. All right, that DLC has some big potential, I gotta say. I really hope City Skylines 2 continues to improve, and that the DLC, it seems to be received well, and I hope that more people consider going back and like reconsidering their review and be like, you know, has this game gotten better? Do I still feel the same about it? Do I update it? Do I, you know, positive or negative? It'll be good to see more people, if they've checked it out, go back to it again and, you know, give current 2025 thoughts to the game, end of 2025, and also thoughts on the DLC. I think it's a pretty good DLC, honestly, and it makes me want to like play this game all over again just to build a port and have the thing that I'm building directly go to support the town to then provide more money to then build more stuff. And I think that's cool. I like that a lot. And I think that's a good first big solid DLC. Now they've got a long way to go, and honestly it was the same with the first game. Technically in my mind, City Skylines 1 is not yet a complete game because they are still releasing content for that. And so long as it's officially supported by the devs, then that's still a game that's being developed, that's getting more and more content. You know, it's almost as if it's still in early access. It's actually pretty crazy. It's not a bad thing. Like, oh, look at all this free new stuff they've added continuously over a decade. So hopefully City Skylines 2 gets the same treatment over time. And that's stiff competition though against your first game for sure. Let's save. Guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell. Hit that like button too. We'll be back for more City Skylines 2 sometime in the future, but I think the Bridges and Ports DLC is, it's got me hyped to build something really cool. I don't know if I want to keep building on that map because I got some specific ideas, but we can make anything work since terraforming is basically free. All right, thanks again, guys, for supporting, hanging out, being awesome. I might be back later tonight. There's a chance of it, but I got to get some stuff ready for the week and the weekend. Tomorrow we also have Arc Raiders coming out, so we're going to be playing Arc Raiders probably all day tomorrow with Elmox, and going from the morning to I don't know, whenever. So Arc Raiders, I didn't know I was going to play that game, but then after I played the playtest or the server stress test or whatever, I was locked in. I thought it was really fun. So we'll be playing that for the next couple of days, and some other stuff at random too. So again, check the scheduled !schedule, subscribe and turn on the notification bell, hit the follow button, and you'll be notified of all the cool stuff coming up. We got some other releases coming out in November too that we're absolutely excited about. Of course, the recent release of Farthest Frontier earlier in October, but the next big milestone for city builders is Anno 11.7. Some mispronounce it by saying 117, but that's okay. We can't judge. But so anyway, we'll be playing more Anno 11.7 towards the end of November. I've already gotten to tier 4. I can't wait to show you guys. I built some cool stuff. So I can't wait to show you the end of the first city that we ever built. It was awesome. All right, guys, I'll see you sometime soon for more on the channel. Take care. And yeah, ! Clock out. See you all sometime. Maybe it'll be in 10 minutes. Okay, I'm back for our next stream, guys. Thanks for being... Okay, now stream's over. Look at that. It was 2 streams. 2 real quick streams. Awesome. Okay, bye.